Ever wondered what secrets lie behind the gates of Hollywood's most exclusive estates? From hidden mansions tucked away in secret corners of the city to underground lairs and mind-blowing parties, these celebrity hideaways were the stuff of legends. Here are 21 weirdest celebrity mansions Hollywood tried to hide. First up is Hollywood's most glamorous home feature, secret escape routes. Take Charlie Chaplin, the silent film genius himself. His Beverly Hills home had an underground tunnel leading to a hidden wine cellar. Why? Some say he used it to escape the ever-watchful press. And because Chaplin was always in performance mode, he even built a mini stage in his garden. Of course, he wasn't the only one with a flair for secrecy. Gloria Swanson's Spanish-style palace, Casa del Sol, was just as dramatic as the woman herself. Beyond the opulent halls, the mansion held a secret, a hidden passage leading to a private room. Some say it was for intimate business meetings, while others insist it was for clandestine affairs. Then there was Douglas Fairbanks, the ultimate Hollywood swashbuckler. His Santa Monica estate, Fairbanks Ranch, was a playground of tennis courts, a private lake, and naturally secret tunnels. Stars flocked there for high-stakes matches and extravagant feasts. But Fairbanks had a backup plan, a hidden tunnel leading straight to his boathouse. But it wasn't just the classics. Hollywood's wildest stars took secrecy to a whole new level. How? By turning their homes into playgrounds of scandal and indulgence. Errol Flynn's Mulholland Farm estate wasn't just a bachelor pad, it was a fortress of mischief. A secret passage led to a hidden bedroom, and a two-way mirror let Flynn watch his guests without them having a clue. Throw in a private pistol range, a stocked bar, and wild parties that had Hollywood talking for weeks, and you've got a mansion built for sin. But Flynn wasn't alone in this game. Mae West's Ravenswood apartment was a glittering fantasy world, complete with mirrored walls, plush carpets, and old Hollywood sparkle. The highlight? A seashell-shaped bed that screamed she wasn't just another star, she was a goddess. Then there was John Barrymore, whose Bella Vista estate was a blend of theater and Gothic chaos, full of hidden compartments and a private stage for Shakespearean recitals.
Well, Mr. Barrymore, you certainly have some collection here. I guess you've got everything except a stuffed shirt. Oh, indeed.
Now, not all Hollywood homes were built for indulgence. Some became the incubators of genius and paranoia. Hedy Lamarr's sleek, modern Hollywood Hills home was the perfect cover for her secret double life, while the world saw a glamorous siren. Behind closed doors, she was inventing the technology that led to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Hollywood never knew the real Hedy, though. She kept her private lab under wraps, rarely letting anyone in. On the other hand, Howard Hughes's Beverly Hills estate was a kingdom of paranoia.
That Hughes ever owned in his time in Los Angeles and where he lived during his foray into the golden age of Hollywood.
At first, it was a tech lover's dream, complete with cutting-edge gadgets and a private airstrip. But as his paranoia grew, Hughes transformed it into a prison of his own making, sealing off rooms, building hidden passageways, and controlling every tiny detail. By the end, his world had shrunk to 4 walls and endless fears. After his death, the house was demolished, but Hughes's legend remains, a man who had everything except the freedom to enjoy it. Not all celebrity homes bred madness, though. Some were built to make the world take notice. While Hollywood's elite built gilded palaces, Dolores Del Rio did something radically different. Her Los Angeles home was a bold statement against the city's usual excess, blending Mexican heritage with cutting-edge style. Inside, she surrounded herself with art, culture, and creative minds, with guests like Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera bringing even more flair. Some celebrities just weren't built for the subtle life, though, and Jane Mansfield's was one of them. Safe to say, her pink palace was a Technicolor fever dream.
They purchased their home on Sunset Boulevard for $76,000.
From her walls to her carpets, everything was pink. She even had a heart-shaped swimming pool with a mosaic declaring, "I love you, Janie." The home screamed Jane's need to be unforgettable in a town that kept comparing her to Marilyn Monroe. It's clear many celebrities sought attention through extravagant homes. but there were also those who found comfort in quiet retreats. James Dean lived fast, reckless, and larger than life. However, his final home was anything but. Turns out he actually had a modest Sherman Oaks bungalow, no glitzy mansion or wild parties, just a quiet escape where he could sketch, play bongos, and read scripts away from Hollywood's demands. In the same way, Cary Grant's screen image screamed high society and five-star hotels, but his Beverly Hills home was a surprisingly private, quirky retreat. Nestled behind towering hedges and iron gates, this understated mansion had lush gardens, winding stone paths, and a secret passage behind the library. Yes, Hollywood's suavest star had his own hidden escape route. Of course, not every star found solace in excess and grandeur. Many found refuge in homes that were much more than just places to sleep. Buster Keaton didn't just make movie magic, he lived it. His 1920s Beverly Hills estate was a playground of excess, featuring a Roman-style pool, an aviary, and even a trout stream. He even installed a secret bar that transformed into a screening room. But Hollywood is ruthless. As silent films faded and his personal struggles mounted, Keaton lost his dream home, mirroring his heartbreaking career decline. Meanwhile, Marion Davies's Santa Monica estate was Hollywood's most opulent playground. With 100 rooms, 55 bathrooms, and 37 fireplaces, her mansion dripped with gold-trimmed luxury, funded by none other than William Randolph Hearst. Churchill, Chaplin, and Swanson all gambled and drank under sparkling chandeliers, while secret tunnels hinted at whispers of scandal. As the stars retreated behind their velvet curtains, though, some homes held more than just secrets. They harbored chilling stories that would haunt Hollywood for generations. Rudolph Valentino's Falcon Lair was meant to be a love nest, but it became a house of horrors. Just months after moving in, Valentino passed at 31. Heartbroken fans wept at the gates, but then the ghost stories started. People began seeing flickering lights, slamming doors, and Valentino's shadow creeping through the halls. But Falcon Lair wasn't the only doomed estate. Pickfair, once the grandest palace in Hollywood, met a fate just as tragic.
History enthusiasts and memorabilia collectors. These auctions served as a closing chapter to the era that Pickford personified, signaling the conclusion of Hollywood's most golden epoch.
Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks hosted legends like Einstein, Chaplin, and Amelia Earhart, but behind the glamour lay heartbreak. Affairs led to divorce, and Pickford, drowning in alcohol and regret, wandered the halls like a ghost of her former self. When Pia Zadora bought the estate in the 80s, she tore it down, claiming it was haunted. And then there was also Jean Harlow's house. Just 2 months after moving in, her husband and MGM exec, Paul Byrne, was found lifeless. A suicide or murder? A jealous lover's revenge? Then, Harlow herself passed young, just 26. Owners after her reported whispers, eerie chills, and ghostly faces in mirrors. As these houses echoed haunting stories, Hollywood's new lavish mansions gleamed with over-the-top luxury. Ella Nazimova's Sunset Boulevard estate was a hedonistic retreat where the elite indulged without limits. Surrounding a sultry, Black Sea-inspired pool, guest villas hosted nights of art, excess, and scandal. F. Scott Fitzgerald drank himself into oblivion. Greta Garbo and Marlene Dietrich reportedly found secret refuge, and Errol Flynn reveled in wild abandon. Now, if Nazimova's retreat was an indulgence, William Randolph Hearst's estate was pure domination. Hearst Castle, perched high above the California coast, was a 165-room kingdom dripping in gold, power, and extravagance. 2 massive pools, one lined with actual gold, stretched across 127 acres of lavish gardens, while zebras and lions roamed his private zoo. And then, just when you thought Hollywood couldn't get any more extravagant, some estates existed where excess wasn't just a lifestyle, it was an art form. Harold Lloyd wasn't just a daredevil on screen, he lived it. His 44-room Beverly Hills estate, Green Acres, was a masterpiece of ambition and excess. A 50-foot-long grand salons, sprawling gardens, fountains, and even a 9-hole golf course made luxury the standard. But Lloyd craved more. He built a private zoo filled with exotic animals and a secret vault to store his most prized films. While some stars built palaces, though, Clark Gable built something real. His true escape wasn't a Hollywood mansion, but a rustic ranch in Encino. With horse stables, fruit orchards, and rolling fields, it was his cowboy haven, far from the spotlight. Whiskey-soaked barbecues with close friends filled his nights, but after Carol Lombard's tragic death, the ranch became his sanctuary for grief. So which one of these weirdest celebrity mansions is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and if you liked this video, be sure to check out some of our other content.